What up? Y'all already know what's good. It's Friday. Say it with your chest. And Coach Goody is live. It's your favorites coach, bringing you all the sports news. You're listening to me live on Givin game on 97.5 FM KDEE. They call me Coach Goody in the streets. And guess what? It's Capricorn season. Yes, sir. This is officially the birthday episode for Coach Goody. So I love all y'all birthday shout outs. Go ahead and hit me up. Ask for the Cash App, the Apple Pay, the Zelle, the Venmo. We have it all. You understand me? But it is the episode for Coach Goody's birthday. I'm getting a year older, and I definitely feel wiser. So shout out to my 97.5 family for supporting me throughout the year, man. It's been a great addition. This is probably the best part of my life since having a kid. Being a coach is coming to talk to y'all every week about what's going on in sports. So I'm excited to be here. We turned up, and if you didn't know, now you know. This is your number one spot for sports. And let's get right into it. College football, baby. We was talking about all this hoopla of, is college football dying off? Are the bowl games not as interesting? Well, guess what? They are, baby. And it's starting with Miami. Now, y'all know I'm a Cowboy fan, and I love everything Michael Irvin does. I feel like he got the bad end of the stick. Argue with your mama about it. But Miami and Michael Irvin is like a combo that the internet didn't know they needed, okay? If you haven't been paying attention to Miami and Michael Irvin, y'all know he went to Miami. He's one of the stars, won national championships there. I mean, he became Michael Irvin playing for Miami. And a lot of school, battles back and forth about Miami, how they felt, where they were ranked, barely getting into the college football playoffs. But guess what? Miami is rolling, y'all. Miami is rolling, and they showed it yesterday. On the 31st. Excuse me. Let me get my days right. But in these New Year's Bowl games, we also got to see, before I get into the Miami and all that, we got to see the bye week is not working out. All right? Bye weeks, never good. Haven't played in 10 plus days, 14 plus days, is not a good look. And now the bye games go 0-10 against teams that have played in week one. And you might as well it really doesn't matter to us as a fan. Like, I'm putting my fan hat on right now. We want to see number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4 play. Anyway, it would draw more eyes. I don't know why you thought that they needed a bye week. You're not the tournament. You're not the March Madness, okay? You only got 16 teams, 12 teams, however many teams getting in. Let them play week one. Because we see time and time again, 2 years in a row, the bye teams have not won. And Miami put BTA. All right? If you didn't know, Miami BTA. Because they completely dominated Ohio State, and Ohio State was number 2 because they lost to Indiana. Everybody was cheering for Ohio State. Everybody thought Ohio State would be that team, air quotes, okay? But, again, not playing, we've learned, is worse than actually playing the games. Play these opponents. Play these little weak teams. Let them in. Let them dominate, because football is all about rhythm and flow. The one thing that's really good about basketball is, these teams that get byes early, they're playing in competitive conference championships, league championships, all these type of things. So they're getting competition. I still think that with 64 teams, somebody got to get a bye eventually. Like, what are we talking about here? But in football, you don't need the bye. You might as well let them play, because you see Ohio State bopped. Boppity bop, 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 bopped. In the last 2 games they played, they lost. You feel me? Like, they lost to Indiana, and then they got bopped by Miami. And now everybody's asking, is Miami back? Are they back? Is the U back? We don't know. They look like it, though. And I'm becoming a Miami fan. Shout out to Michael Irvin, because without him amping it up, giving the pour in, we wouldn't be paying attention. Miami doing a lot of talking on that internet, right? These athletes are learning to be internet jocks, and at the same time coming out there and perform. Shout out to them. Shout out to them. We want to see these athletes do it, because, again, these are kids that grew up with social media. They know how to handle it. It's just you also got to prove and play on the field, play on the court, right? Don't be mad. This is just the new era, and this is what it is. At the end of the day, these athletes are growing up. Our kids' kids Your grandkids is growing up with social media. And so the best thing, instead of teaching them to avoid it, is teaching it to be their benefit. Yes, after I smack this team, I'm going on social media and bragging. But that means in the next game, I got to show up. Simple as that. And I love all the braggadociousness that Miami is doing. They beat the number 2 team in the country. Like, are you kidding me right now? Like, they have every right to brag. And I'm with them. I'm becoming a fan of them. Miami won the Cotton Bowl, so they move on to the semifinal game. In the other bowl games, Orange Bowl, Oregon, my other favorite. My other favorite in there, Oregon toasted Texas Tech. Also, another team that had a bye. Texas Tech, 23-0. Moore is becoming my favorite player, too. I don't know why he wasn't in the Heisman race. I don't know what the conversation is. If you know, I think his name is Dante Moore. He's coming back, possibly coming back. That's still air quotes as well, because he's playing so good right now. I'm assuming that he's going to be top in the draft. A lot of people are not necessarily seeing this draft stock being high, so Dante Moore got a good chance. He's also declared that he's going to come back, but again, like I said, money talk, BS walk. So at the end of the day, if he goes in the top 3, why not do it? But I also want him to come back to Oregon. Yikes! I said it. I mean, period, because he's balling. They dominated Texas Tech. I love their defense. Oregon, everybody might be whispering this. People might not know this, but this might be their best chance to win a national championship. It's simple as that. Like, no offense to the Oregon fans, like, y'all ain't really got it done. Y'all not in dynasty mode yet because y'all ain't won a national championship. And so I think, again, it's just Coach Goody hot take, I think this is the best chance for Oregon to win a natty this year. In the Rose Bowl, which is so weird because the Rose Bowl is traditionally for, like, our West Coast people, but if you've ever been to the Rose Bowl, it is a beautiful, beautiful stadium. I've gotten opportunities to go there a couple times, man. Every time I just go, I feel like I'm in an aura. I don't know where my other sports fans, all y'all hit me up, honk if you hear me. But I just feel like when you go to certain, like, landmark sports places, it's just a different feel. And being at the Rose Bowl is just, like, an amazing. Jackson State got an opportunity to play. Last year, we were the band in the Rose Bowl. I know they'll get another HBCU, so shout out to our HBCUs. But the Rose Bowl is a definitely West Coast traditional. We feel like we own that, you know what I mean? And we get these other teams to come out here and get to play out here in Cali. But Indiana, I know, like it, hate it, indifferent, don't really care how you feel about it. But Indiana completely dominated. Completely killed Bama, 38-3. Bama looked like trash Bama right now. And everybody's like, is Bama dead? Yes, you lost to Indiana. I don't care. Bama gets in the playoffs. We love Bama. We love the Nick Saban, Bama tradition, all these other things. But I'm just saying, like, can we just shoot straight? Bama been trash since Saban left. They have been squeaking by, getting by. We know Lane Kiffin is going over to LSU. We don't know. Ole Miss is in it. Georgia's in it. All these SEC teams are still relevant. But at the same time, can we just shoot straight? Bama is garbage. Period. The one thing and this makes me think about the topic of today is, like, sports fans need to come to a reality. We have too much sports knowledge to know no team stays up top forever. No team, you're going to have a run and complete dominance, but understand, you are going to make a fall off, and it's going to be another team's, another franchise's time to shine. With that being said, that means you're going to have the downfall of the Cowboys, downfall of Bama. Knicks ain't won. Lakers ain't won. Kings ain't been a thing ever. Like, you're gonna, in the reality of sports, some people have peaks, some people have valleys. That's the reality of it. And some of y'all fans and other critics of fans, like, y'all be like, oh, you guys talking all this smack, y'all supposed to, of course. We're supposed to be fans, fanatics. That's what the whole point is. Win, lose, or draw, we love our team. But at the end of the day, Bama, y'all are garbage. And y'all have not figured out the recipe since Nick Saban. Y'all have not gotten new young gun coaches, the recruitment, all of these things. Let's just accept it is what it is. Bama is garbage right now. Trash can. Manure. And I love Bama. I've got an opportunity to be at the campus. I played at the University of Alabama. My school played against Alabama. I've got an opportunity to be there. Great school. Great fans. But y'all need to make some movements into the elevator. Like, listen, Nick Saban wasn't messing with the transfer portal, didn't want to get into NIL. You're going to have to get somebody who believes in it and still maybe be tried and true. Because as we talk about other college sports, there's still other college coaches, older, obviously, but still believe in some right and some wrongs of ways of how college athletics works. So, again, it just makes sense to me to like, hey, get off the Bama hype. Bama need to go figure it out if you want this tradition and this legacy to continue and to have meaning. Because if not, y'all going into the dark ages. Simple as that. Sugar Bowl, Ole Miss. Lane Kiffin, as we talked about him earlier, they beat the snot out of Georgia 38-34. It was a great game. I don't know if you guys got a chance to watch it. Great football happened when you got great teams going against each other. I mean, that's what we want to see. And I still like the underdogs, like a Miami coming into the mist. Not a lot of teams talking about them, but at the end of the day, still underdog as well. Ole Miss. So, Ole Miss beats Georgia. Changes the trajectory. Shout out to Lane Kiffin. You got some dogs over there. The assistant coach, shout out to you because you're stepping in and you're winning games. But supposedly I heard through the grapevine, Lane Kiffin got some money for Ole Miss winning. I'm not surprised because college football is all about the money youngins. All right. In the next round, we're going to have the Fiesta Bowl, which, again, they made the big bowls that we all care about and love and we've known our whole life. We picked those to be the best, right? But Fiesta Bowl is going to be Ole Miss versus Miami. Can't wait. They put the two underdogs against each other, which I would have loved, the Ole Miss Miami National Championship. You can argue with your mom about the viewership, but I think, you know, fans that are not really paying attention all day, they're going to go and get invested in the teams like a Ole Miss or a Miami more than some of these old traditional heads. But in the Peach Bowl on Friday, so this is Thursday, the Fiesta Bowl is next week, day after my birthday. Friday, when we come back to the stool, we celebrate my birthday all week, just if you didn't know, so I will be taking gifts all month. It's Goody month. But when we come back next week, we got Oregon, Indiana on Friday, and I'm shooting for Oregon. I mean, I honestly think this could be an Oregon-Miami National Championship. Coach Goody said it. I have no problem putting it out there. I think Oregon, Miami, if I miss, I miss. If I don't, y'all owe me a couple dollars. National Championship is January 19th, and I just wanted to make this announcement. January 2nd, open the transfer portal. So there's going to be a lot of conversations next week about what's going on in college football and all the athletes that are transferring because it's going to be a lot. So as we talk about college football, let's move right on to the NFL. It's a big week. Where all my Niner gang at? Gang. Niner gang, y'all know I mess it up every time. Niner gang, where y'all at? It's a big game this week. Saturday, we got football galore if you love the NFL. Please pay attention to Saturday's games because you got the Seahawks versus the Niners for the NFC #1 spot. And what other better draw-up could you have? Niners hate the Seahawks. Seahawks hate the Niners. Fans are going to be in a uproar. This year's Super Bowl is at Levi, so the Niners definitely are trying to make this push. So just let me just tell you, if you're in our area and you're going towards San Francisco, please don't do it on Saturday because I probably expect it's going to be crazy. I expect Seahawks fans to show up in the droves because this is for the #1 spot. Sorry, Rams fans, but you shouldn't have lost to the Seahawks. Now you're out of the conversation, still in the playoff hunt, but at the end of the day, all eyes are going to be glued to the television to talk about what the Seattle Seahawks and the 49ers are going to do. Both teams, great squads. I mean, I feel like this is going to be a very close game. I'm thinking like something around the 30s ball range, 35, 37, 34, and I'm picking the Niners. Unfortunately, I hate to say it, but I'm picking the Niners. Shout out to all y'all Niners fans because it's going to be a big weekend for y'all. Simple as that. I mean, it's a big weekend. On the other side of that, we're talking Panthers versus the Bucks. That's going to be a good. Bryce Young got to show up. He's got to show us something. This is going to be his real. I mean, they all get tested, you know, every game you're tested. But this is going to be a real defining factor for the Panthers and Bryce Young. So I'm excited to see what they do. We obviously know we rocking with the Bucks. Baker looking great, but this is going to be for all the marbles. This is for the last playoff spot. So Saturday, if you're not doing anything, make sure you tap in with the games because it's going to be some interesting things that happen that lead into Sunday. Baltimore versus Pittsburgh. Hey, Lamar Jackson, love you down. But at the end of the day, you got to, put up or shut up. And Lamar not making the playoffs, not going to be good for his career. So also, an interesting fact that's later down Sunday, because Saturday, you got these games going on, but Sunday's game, again, this is week 18, 17 games in the NFL season, but it's going to be some controversy. Baltimore versus Pittsburgh, they're competing in that Bucks, Panthers game. Who's going to get the last spot for the playoffs? Very, very, very important. You also got Broncos, Jags, and the Patriots competing for that number one spot in the AFC. So Saturday is going to start this spark hoopla. What's going to happen in the playoffs? But Sunday games still matter. It's still some teams that's in high-stake games happening on Sunday. The Broncos, Jags, or Patriots, either one team. Broncos have already secured their spot in the playoffs, but competing for that number one spot. Home field advantage is the most important. We're also, season shockers. Bears into the playoffs. They're playing amazing. Y'all talking all that smack about our Cali boy, but it seems like it's working out right now. Hopefully the team doesn't move. We talked about it last week a little bit. I don't want the team to move, but if they go ahead and show out right now, it's looking very good. Trayvon Diggs. Of course, my Cowboys could not be in the headlines, right? Right. So Trayvon Diggs got waived Wednesday, cut essentially, because owners do what they want to do. We talked about this time and time again, family. They own the team. They make whatever decision they want, and this is based on business, not necessarily friendship or liking you. So Jerry Jones is doing what Jerry Jones does. He waives Diggs. Guess who Diggs gets picked up by? Our arch nemesis of the year and a team that we rival with time and time again, Green Bay. And he's going to be playing this week. How quick the winds of change can happen. I try to tell y'all, everything can change in a matter of seconds. And we see that happening with Trayvon Diggs. There was a lot of drama with him with the Cowboys playing, not playing, inconsistent. But guess what? New team, new attitude. And now I'm locked in. I can play. I'm not really worried about nothing that y'all talking about. I can go ahead and perform. And I think the biggest headline is this the year for Josh Allen to win? I'm just saying, Lamar Odom, crazy word. Lamar Jackson may not make the playoffs. Patrick Mahomes, torn ACL and may be out. And let's just be honest, Jalen Hurts in Philly has been drama all year long. So, is this the year that the Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen can win the Super Bowl? I don't know how y'all feeling, but guess what? It's Capricorn season, man. Baby, it's almost my birthday. So, we gonna take a little halftime break. We're gonna get some water, hydrate. Hopefully you get hydrated too, or get into a place where we can talk that talk, because we're about to talk about the NBA and all the drama around basketball. I'll see y'all after the break. Y'all didn't know, I'm every woman. And we turning up in the studio at 97.5 FM KDEE. It's Coach Goody. Peace. Everybody's talking to the team. We talking square biz. I have to play some of the Goody favorites. Y'all heard it. Tina Marie. We talking square biz to you, baby. And we own 97.5 FM KDEE, where we talk everything sports on Friday. So if you just tapping in, if you just listening, if you just tuning in, check me out. Hey, it's Coach Goody, and I'm giving y'all everything y'all love in this week of sports. But I had to go ahead and get to the NBA. I got some people in my live talking about, don't talk about them Kings. Hey, the Kings need to do something for us. All right? I really want y'all fans. I've been really on fans. This is just a come to Jesus moment. I want fans to be real. At some point, be a logical fan. You could be delusional, but throw some logic in there. And I mean, me personally, as a bipartisan King fan, I want the Kings to be better. I'm sorry, it's a new year, 2026. Can we just ask for better? Can we just ask for more? I don't feel like there's nothing wrong with that. All right? Other franchises, other teams, whether it's the NFL or the NBA, colleges, we see everybody making positive moves. We see people making some type of move. And Kings fans, y'all should hear me near and dear when I say y'all need to be making some moves too. We need to get people locked in and back being happy about something. Okay? The beam came on the other night. I thought it was flickering. All right? So, I ain't going to give too much on y'all Kings, but I need them to be better. For us, in 2026. Let's make it some square bins, Kings. Love y'all. Either way, Derrick Rose is getting his jersey retired. I had to start on something positive. Just because, we got two fans. We got the people listening to me live. We got the people on the live. But Derrick Rose is getting his jersey retired. I'm super excited about that. Like, that's super dope. Derrick Rose is one of my favorite players. I think my brother got a throwback Derrick Rose jersey. I might have to still find something. But he is getting his jersey retired on January 24th. So as it gets closer to that, we'll talk about it. I mean, they just did the Rose ceremony last year. So it's just been about highlighting and praising the hard work and dedication, especially a kid from Chicago. Shout out to my Chi-Town family all day, every day. But to be a Chi-Town kid, to go to one of the biggest basketball Chicago schools in Simeon, and then be able to get his jersey retired and play for the historic franchise of the Chicago Bulls, I mean, it's just a signed, sealed, delivered, written in the history moment. So they just announced that. Also, want to get into the LeBron drama. I want to make a certain category of fan a little ruffled, not mad, but just a little ruffled. You feel me? Because, you LeBron fans have been living in the glory for the last 23 years, 23 years of LeBron's glory and stature and just being LeBron. And when you are in your hey, as a lot of y'all listening know, you in your prime light. Nobody's talking negative about you unless they are haters because they know you're in your prime. But every prime has an end season, okay? Every glory moment has a moment in the shadows. And LeBron is lightweight experiencing that right now, okay? If you are growing up in a time of a LeBron fan and since LeBron inception into the league, you are living in a la-la delusional land because y'all have been just praise. But all of us real ones, all of us Michael Jordan fans, all of us Charles Barkley fans, Kareem fans, Dr. J fans, all of us The Truth fans, Allen Iverson, everybody who is of a real fan of somebody else knows this day was coming, except LeBron fans. Okay? LeBron fans want to live in delusion. That's absolutely fine. But let me just tell you, this game is fickle. That's what it's called. It's a fickle game. And at the end of the day, this era of fans, since LeBron came into the league to right now, they have no loyalty. They're not locked in. They're fair weather. That's just the generation. Sorry. Alpha and X or whatever y'all are, Z, y'all are fickle. And because of that, you are seeing it right now with LeBron. LeBron, not in the All-Star race right now to make the All-Star game. The All-Star game is in Los Angeles. You went to a team, which I tried to say this years ago, but nobody listened to Coach Goody. I'm trying to tell y'all, LeBron is dealing with fickle fans. You want to go from Cleveland, East Coast, a little bit more loyal, locked into who you are. You gonna come over here to LA with these they booed and talked smack about Kobe Bryant, Magic Johnson, other great players. Shaq got his earful. Lamar Odom, not as great as a star, but went through his trials. You're gonna get scrutinized in LA. You think you're not? Boy, we on your head. Get over it. And I cannot wait. And this is more to the fans, not LeBron. Because I feel like LeBron's going to take his moment to spray the whole club up. He's very strategic. And I'm leaning towards that. And he's a Capricorn, so I'm leaning towards the energy of he going to hit y'all across the head more than y'all ever think y'all going to hit him. But at the same time, I'm saying that because in reality is everybody got their fall from grace. Everybody. No matter how great you are, your fall from grace is going to come. And I'm not really convinced in this talent. They're extremely talented, this generation, but I don't think nobody surpasses just because they play longevity. Like, he's starting this thing of rehab, longevity. Somebody might beat his records and these other records based off longevity, but this talent is not generational. I ain't seen none yet. And I love all the young guns, and I think they have potential, but I don't see what I saw immediately with Kobe. And even with the bumps and bruises, every true athlete knows you got to have bumps and bruises. But you saw something in Kobe. You saw something in Jordan. You saw something in Matt. Like, these players that we had prior to, very, very special. I see something in Shea, but that ain't everybody. It's like 1 in 30, 1 in 40 of players in the league that are on the level of Shea. in generational transformative talent, okay? So everybody mad that LeBron's getting the smoke. Well, just be ready for when LeBron crashes out on you. He is not of this era, but he is very wise and he knows how to use it to his advantage. I'm just saying, just be prepared, okay? Also, in the NBA, trend stars, Giannis. I think Giannis is getting screwed, but hey, who am I? Who am I? Giannis, saga continues, and the Mavs and Anthony Davis, we don't know what we're going to happen. Those are the two biggest names. Obviously, in most logical bitterness of an owner, I do not want to give my best player to the potential world champions, the Knicks. So, are they going to be shady and do something that we were not expecting, like the Luka trade last year? Or, January, February is like our months of surprise with the NBA. Or are they going to do something different and jump ship and just give him to the Knicks? Because giving him to the Knicks means he's going to go potentially win a championship. I don't care what y'all say. I love Karl Anthony Towns. Black love. He's marrying Jordan Spears. I love it. I love everything about him. He's done got blackified in New York. I love it. But guess what? You couldn't get it done last year. And I know everybody's going to say, oh, get it. Give him a chance. Listen, you've had a chance to this point. They're not even number one in the East. Go get Giannis. Give the Knicks whatever they want. Give the Milwaukee whatever they want. Because Milwaukee ain't going to exist after this. So just give it to them. But I think Milwaukee's playing a mental game with Giannis, and I'm not going to give you to the large market. They're playing cat and mouse. Mavs and Anthony Davis, I love Cooper Flag and everything else that's going on over there, so I'm not really, AD's career is pretty much over, so I'm not really worried about that as much as everybody else has it, like, on this top spectrum of things, right? Wherever Anthony Davis goes, the Mavs better get something in return, because they've been, real weak, say the least. All right? Last week, we talked about college basketball, and it's even became more of a shenanigans because eligibility rules are up for debate now. Kyrie Walker was one of the few that kind of sparked this as far as big name popularity. One, because he had a big name and popularity in high school, didn't choose to go the traditional route, went pro route, but never signed a contract. And so NCAA is playing games with us at this current moment in the high school, as far as college basketball. And it's really irritating me personally because it's like, stop playing games. But this is why we don't take the NCAA serious ever, because they're nothing but full of games, right? So you had the Kyrie Walker situation. Now you have James Najee, who was the 31st pick. He was a first rounder. And he is going back to Baylor this week. Baylor defended it, of course. Most schools, most coaches, like we said last week, fam, they're going to defend it. They get to do it. This is a rule. They're going to do it, right? You also got Trenton Flowers. They're all trying to return back to college. And the irritation of all of us is like, you were a bum. Let me just keep this straight. And this is for everybody. Feel some type of way about it. I really don't care. It's Capricorn season. All right? Hold your kid back. You can reclass him 18 times. You can move around. You can come back from the NBA draft and come back to college. You're a bum. Simple as that. The talent is going to have to prove no matter what. We have so many players, and this is locally too, because we deal with this on a regular. We are a sports mecca up here in the NorCal. I'm not even going to, you want to add the Bay Area, but I'm talking Sacramento, Stockton, all these little in-between cities, Fairfield, the Casarelas all up there in Roseville. We got some kids. We got some dogs, right? So you see this culture and the behavior of like, oh, this kid's a 2-year holdback, this kid's a this. At the end of the day, when the rubber meets the road, the talent gotta prove it. I don't care how you are. You're 38 getting cooked by 12-year-olds. It does not matter. The talent got to show up, and you are a bum. I'm standing on that. You are a bum if you got drafted 31, couldn't make it in the league, and now you're back in college. Simple as that. I'm with Coach Izzo, Coach Calipari. Like, imagine all the scrutiny that Coach Calipari specifically got. You guys want me to play your rule? All right, I'm going to bring my kids in 1 year. ball out, develop them as much as I can, make them pro athletes, which is in a different way. Calipari got a lot of scrutiny because Calipari did this through college, but hey, I'm trying to get you to the league. So in this 1 year, let me set you up with agents. Let me get you wiser in the NBA game because I'm recruiting talent that I know has to sit to this rule 1 year and done. The one and done rule is Calipari's rule. It's literally his face next to the rule, okay? You guys gave this man all this scrutiny and slack and talked about him doing this, and now you're letting people who got drafted number 31 in the NBA back into college. Laughable. It's ridiculous. Izzo said the same thing. This is laughable, bro. And y'all want us to respect that? Come on. I can't. I wish I could talk about something better when it comes to men's college basketball. But at the end of the day, I can't. Because no matter what, you talk about national teams right now. Let's just look at the men's ranking. Right now, Michigan, undefeated. Arizona, undefeated. Iowa State, 12-0, undefeated. UConn, 12-1. Duke, 11-1. All great programs with true freshmen that's, guess what, about to get drafted and go be lottery picks. So if you are not a draft pick, a lottery pick, and you are not going to get in the league and not get kicked out, you're a bum. Don't make the decision. Just stay in college. You probably was a bum anyway. You didn't know where your draft stock was going to go, so you kind of hit or miss. You thought you hit a weak draft, and now you think you're back in the league. You're a bum. Go to 24-hour and make YouTube videos like all the other hooping YouTube videos. You probably got a better chance of making money that way than going back to college to get cooked by 17 and 18-year-olds. Your team, watch, mark my words, Baylor don't make it far in the tournament. I don't care if you got a 39-year-old. Bruh got alimony, kids, bills, car notes, and y'all talking about, oh, we're going to let him back into college. He's a bum. Let's just keep it a stack. He's a bum. And y'all don't want to be honest with him. They can't keep it even. And you know why I'm so passionate about it is because I love high school sports. The authenticity in high school sports, them kids is just kids. They get corrupted by everybody else around them. The business, the pressure. We literally, in Sacramento alone, have 20 plus kids that are going to college in January to go early because they got to compete with these bums. True freshmen, kids that are just straight out of high school, they get overlooked. They don't get the opportunity to shine because you keep allowing these bums. You got 38-year-olds playing junior college. Football, don't get me started with football, okay? You got 78-year-olds out there playing, and you mad that they getting at it with the coach because this dude is 38 years old. He's the same coach, same age as the youngest coach on the staff. Like, are we being serious right now? We have head coaches in the league in the NFL that are in their 30s, and you have 30-year-olds playing in college football. Stop it. And this is just a message to all the bums. If you got a bum laying next to you right now talking about he about to transfer, he about to go back to junior college, you're a bum. Tell him right now. AT&T is hiring. I need an intern right now to record for me. It's ridiculous. Grow up. Come to reality. This is a former athlete. I know y'all struggling. I know. When you are an athlete, you have no other life, no other thought process. You don't know what to do with your life. So you don't know nothing but to go be a bum. So I get it. The system is allowing you to do this, but you're trash. If you don't hear nothing, you hear Coach Goody's voice saying, you're trash. Okay? In the calmest way possible. Go start building up your 401k because none of y'all are getting Social Security. Y'all going to be broke bums. Just start building up on your future of who you can be instead of being a bum. Let these babies go ahead and play. Let them get a little bag because at the end of the day, if you could be in the NBA, NFL, you would be in there. You would be good enough. And I ain't even going to tell you about how many times y'all done got held back. So you got held back. Now you go and get drafted. Listen. All right, it's Capricorn season. I've been tearing y'all heads off. Because, boy, y'all are clowns. And all y'all coaches that allow it, clown business too. Period, point blank. Hey, guess what? Coach Goody's birthday is in 3 days. I'm turning the whole city up. So I told y'all, if y'all want to know the Cash App, the Apple Pay, the Venmo, Zelle, I got all of them, PayPal. You feel me? I even take it on credit. Any food stamps, I'll take that too. I got a big kid that I got to feed at home. All right, I love y'all. We about to have a great new 2026, and guess what? In February, it's going to be the 1 year mark of Coach Goody being on 97.5, and we're going to have a special show for y'all. So, Dosey's in the dugout, man. He's ready. He's probably tired of me. I'm going to let y'all have a great rest of y'all Friday. Make sure y'all tune in every Friday to listen to Coach Goody. I'll see y'all next week. Peace.